Okay. Welcome back to the Perfect Play Tournament. Today we are playing round 10. We have the final week of games coming for you over the next couple of days. And we'll be starting in the first position on this wonderful I think it's Arcanios. Atlantis, my bad. We have some Prog 70 for you guys in the fog as well. Unstable portals, and do I have a card? Turn 1. I have this card. It's not great, but it'll do. This one I'd like to survive. This one I don't care about. I'm close to it. Okay, so taking our turn. This week we have modifier in all three of our games. No one is allowed to hold a bonus until someone is dead. That is a thing for all three games this week. This here is game 1, of course, starting at the start in the Prog Fog 70. So, what do we want to do in Fog Prog 70 when there's no bonuses? We want to block up the board as good as we can. We want to stay separated into multiple positions so we can't be killed. Even though we're in first position, it's nice not to die. What else do we want? It's kind of the most of it, if I'm honest. That is kind of most of it. We want to not die, and we want to block up the board just a little bit. We have the good fortune of being in the first position. We see 8 of green's troops, which isn't a lot, so it means that the kill on green is going to be very difficult from what we see. Which is slightly unfortunate, but that is what it is. Spawn like this, we don't get to have all too much vision. That's fine. We'll make do with what we can, make do with what we have. But yeah, we will hopefully be able to act first in whatever we do. And hopefully those actions are positive actions as well. So, we have ourselves 4 main positions right now. But we also have a couple of other smaller extra positions along this side. This one, if it survives, which it looks like it will, is another potential. I really want this 2 in the north alive. I think that's important for me. I think this 2 in the north is very important. This 3 is fine where it is. I'd like to try and... I mean, there's no real maneuverability for this 3. It's just kind of stuck here. The only way this 4 moves is if I kind of fortify and try to push through. But basically this game, there's just going to be a lot of things that I can't see. I mean, I see a decent bit of blue. That's kind of it, right? So we have... What do we have? We have 6, 11, 17 troops of blue. Out of what started as 20 and then went up to 25 max. So it's a decent chunk of blue. Okay. Turn 2, we can take in the middle off this blue stack, and that's a good card. And then I think our fortify is likely moving this 4 up, maybe? I don't know. The thing is, this 4 and this 3 are very close right now because this purple 3 connects the 2 positions. So black, if they wanted to, could hit my 3, purple 3 back to my 4. Stuff like that isn't good for us. We're going to buff up this bottom position, I think. Trying to keep this alive is quite nice. We're just going to take in the middle. We're going to go lots of small positions, and we're not going to really guard the 70 too much, seeing as we're in first position. I also have a feeling it's going to be pretty choked up until it kind of gets late game. Something I didn't notice until just a second ago, this 2 does connect to this 3. This is technically one position. I'm surprised that the blue player didn't combine these. I thought I'd be able to get something going over here, try and separate them. But if I need to, I can combine this 2 in. But on topic of players that are in this game, let's have a look at the players in this game. In the second position, we have Chris and Chips, who is a Master Grandmaster. Very solid FA record, very good player of friends record. Lots of single player too, which is quite odd, but there we go. That's Chris and Chips. Second position, we have Jax Wild, who is a member of the PRT League. Played against them in the first round of that earlier this week. Lots of single player. Lots of player friends. Very good on an FFA record. Doesn't play 1v1s. That's a very good record. In fourth position, we have Horace Boy, who we've played with a couple of times. Who is a master right now, but that looks like Decay from GM. But maybe not. I don't know. Lots of player friends. Very experienced tournament player, even if they haven't played too much of the general FFA. In the fifth position, we have Parlox. Parlox is the creator of this tournament. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by the fact that this says novice. He is no novice. He has played a lot of tournament games, a lot of FFA games. He's just had his rank decay down. And in the final position, we have General Greysteel, who once again we have seen before. Very respectable record, especially in the online FFA. Not done too great in Play with Friends, which is where most of the tournaments happen. But we're not going to think anything less of him for it. Okay, Blue is another position right next to this. This is kind of crazy. Blue's kind of all together over here. And we also saw Blue create a new position down in the portal. We're just going to have to kind of sit around for a bit this game and just kind of wait. I think it's going to be most of it. We're just kind of waiting. Unfortunately, we've had portals open on like nearly all of our positions, which is quite astonishing. That takes some skill. That takes quite some skill. We will run away from this portal. I don't mind people knowing we're in the centre, but I would like for some of these portals to get taken, and I really don't want this 3 exposed as well. I'd like to try and take where this portal is after, and then move up. Because we are missing so much vision of this board from so early on. So, now that we have done all the introductions, we can take a couple of breaths, slow it down a little bit, give White a card. That's fine. He can move on to the portal. Only White and Green know about this position now, which is a very, very good place for me to be. Once again, we are early position. We have a Joker, which is great. Love having Jokers. Been a while since I've seen one. We love to see them when they come. And let's hope. Let's try and be a bit greedy. Let's hope for a need to use the Joker. We want to set on 4. Not very greedy, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Trying to keep track of how much of everyone we see. We see 12 of green right now. We expect about 6 positions like this, maybe 7 positions of 4 strength. Similar to what we've got going on. I think we're playing at 8 right now, which is quite insane. Even though these 2 3s do connect, I will be moving, hopefully, up and away in the future. We have a green 2 on portal. We have a green 4 on portal. We see... Well, we already saw 12. We now see an extra 6 of green. Okay, let's move closer to this stack. This 2 is going to be near impossible for us. Our card this turn is moving this 4 across. Add to the open portal. Add to the hidden corner. That is only a 2 right now. 3s can get hit. And they might get hit. That's fine. We have a set on 3. That's nice. Where are our +2s looking? They're looking pretty central. We can get this as a +2 next turn. So yeah. 3s can get hit, and it's not the end of the world. But with being in this many positions, we have pretty okay vision for what is quite actually a bad vision map, if that makes any sense. I feel like a lot of this map is a lot of territories that see maybe 4 other things. Like this middle position can only see 3 other territories around it. This one here can see 4. This one here can see 4. There's a lot of not much that you can see. Right? Sometimes you get maps where you get one very central key position that can see 10. But with all this water surrounding Atlantis, it does make it that little bit less. So I think, even though it doesn't look great right now, we actually have pretty good vision. This 1 has been moved out of by Chris. So we still see the same amount of troops that we did before, but he's looking to potentially lose this position to try and have some other stronger positions. See what happens from this 8 through the portal. He has lots of options. Does white, does jacks. And looks like he will be removing that green bit. Would have loved to do that myself to get the vision of these 3 territories in the north, but unfortunately it was not possible. And I like this as well. I think you can greed for a lot of positions this game, especially with playing the 70 mode. Having smaller positions that are just kind of blocking things, even if I lose half of these positions, but I stop the 70 round, I'm in with a chance of still winning this game. Remember, the Perfect Play tournament is only about winning. Second place counts for nothing. Second place counts for the same as 6th in this tournament. We care about winning and nothing else. With that in mind, let's think about how we can best be in charge of our own destinies. Interesting, black moved this position back. We can take on this black 1. We get to see 2 extra territories from that, unless purple really wants to do this. It's a little bit odd, but okay. Not quite sure I follow that one. We're going to take our card on green in the north, I think, unless we want to get the 2 vision over here. So what do we see of green right now? We see 10, we see 20 out of probably about 30. I think we got 2 positions of green to find. I think the more we can find, the better. There are also some pretty strong kill guards on this map, especially this purple 6. Very strong kill guard. Things like that we have to watch out for. Unfortunately, we are getting exposed on every stack that we own. Is just spawning a portal right now, which really sucks. Really sucks. But hey, there's nothing we can do about it. We just kind of got to get over it. We will be taking... Actually, I think I will take this purple one. We see not much. We're going to move this away from the portal towards the green stack. I didn't get my +2 that I thought about getting. If I'm honest with you, it's because I kind of forgot. Yeah, it was there if we wanted it. I think it would have been useful. 2 more troops is 2 more troops at the end of the day. But we forgot. Other thing to consider is that we knew what was on this territory. We didn't know what was peeking up here. Now that we know that it's a blue one and a purple one, it's like, ooh, okay. Could really done with the +2. But if this was a green stack, we'd be very happy, right? Let's see if we can save this card though. What's the Mage Tower? Mage Tower. If we don't use our Joker, we're using the Mage Tower, so that sucks. But that's fine. Every +2 right now is in our vision. What's this one here? Knight's Market? If we keep the Knight's Market, we can. Okay. Let's do that then. We'll keep the card with this purple one on it. We'll get a +2 next time round. I think this will be our card again this turn. So right now, our kind of worst nightmare, or worst case scenario, is that green is getting kill guarded by purple over anyone else. That would really suck. We're going to save the Knight's Market, since we can get a +2 in the near future. And I think we just make some 4s. This is going to go to a 5, because I'm going to have one leaving behind. But we're going to have some 4s, some 4s, some 4s. Maybe a 5 here and there. Let's put a 5 in the centre as well, why not? Lots of tiny positions this game. It's really what we're looking for. Unfortunately lost an extra troop, but that's fine. And of course, With the Joker, we have the set on 3, no matter what. If we want to not have to use the Joker, though, we are going to need another cannon. Or one of each before the final 5 cards. Doing very strong for ourselves here. This is a very high troop count for this type of game. Your typical kind of just normal prog games, you kind of hover closer to 20 than 30 before that first trade in the first position. But once again, not losing these kind of 1s and 2s to people trying to take bonuses is really helping our strength. Interesting. Green removes their power from a position next to mine to reinforce a different position close. We directly now still see 22, but we also know that this stack was a 5, I think. Don't quote me. He might have added to it. It was a 6. Don't know if he added to it or not. But if we anticipate that everyone else is similarly strong, this is kind of looking to be a 3rd set kill kind of game instead of a 2nd set. So let's see if we're able to hold on to this Joker for one more trade. Because I don't think that we're in danger if we go to 5 cards. Only time we're in danger is if everyone else feels that they're in danger, right? If we get everyone else feeling, ooh, it's a little bit risky. You know, if Chris decides that taking the 20 trade is better than the potential death that would result otherwise, then it's okay. 25 goes, the 30 goes, 35 goes, the 40 goes, and that's suddenly able to kill us. But that's a little bit in the future for now. Still on the 10 trade, but it is things you've got to think about early on, considering the strategies that we want to employ. So, what can we kind of rule out as green positions right now? I think it's safe to rule out either of these two as an extra green position. Similarly with these two, I think they'd be combined into the 6. Of course, Chris could anticipate that I'm trying to work out what he's doing and play a little bit weirdly. We see all of black, I think, though. Hold on. Is this all of black right now? 17, 25, 35. Maybe one more stack. I think there's maybe one stack of black that we don't see. I think there's 2 stacks of green of about this size that we don't see. Typically, say it again, Prog, you want to be looking at people who are just after you in turn order. That's why we're trying to get these lines on green. We want to see what green's doing. We could, if we wanted to that turn, instead of taking over here, we could have gone through the portal, had a look in the corner. But I'm happy with the choice that I made. There is the 15 trade, as we knew it must be. Blues creates an extra position, extra position. This might mean that we have to move this 5 across. I think it maybe does. I think there's now ways in to this middle part of the board that expose a lot of 1s. Did I get 4? Haha! So we got 4 troops because we held 12 territories. Everyone noticed, so there's no harm in us noticing it too to the board, but that's quite funny. We're now going to add a little bit of kind of disparity between our positions. We're just going to add a little bit more to some others than we have. So now we're getting some 6s and 4s. This 4 is quite pivotal. I think we're going to hold off on taking cross for one more turn. There's a green 8. I think this 6 goes across next turn. So green adds all of their troops in our vision, but I still think there must be more of them. Unless there isn't. What do we see? We see 30. No, there must be. There's no way there's only 30. 31. We're at 41. There's no way they're at 31. We're at 41. They had the better trade. I expect... we had a very solid early game with very few people taking our territories. Don't get me wrong. But even with that, I would expect I'd expect now a similar troop count. Instead of green being stronger than us, I'd expect them to be similar to us. Now comes the decision we've been thinking about for a while. There's 40 of black troops that we can see. That's crazy. This 70 is getting very open, but there's not enough troops on the board yet for that to be a threat. Potentially towards the end of these second trades, there could be. Right, if we're at 40, then someone like purple's going to be about 50 troops. Then with a good second trade, he could very, very easily rock our worlds. I think we greed, though. I don't think that we look for this trade on 4. Partially because it uses up the Joker. That does play into it, of course. But also partially just because it doesn't feel like I need it. I mean, I could. If purple kills me, then this is the moment that I look back on and like, oh, right, yeah, I should have done that differently. And fair enough if that happens, you know? Sometimes it happens that you misread the situation. But I feel okay this time around. We're going to move this one across as we said we would, block up this centre. Also going to move the 6 up one so that we connect to the green 6 this way. Yes, the green 8, sorry, this way. Let's see what others feel. Instacard. We have the cannon trade. We don't need to use our Joker, which is great. Doesn't feel like people are going to trade. This is so far going good because this means that the people late in the trade order are going to have a real tough time killing us. Right, if green set and then white set, we're looking pretty sketchy. But if green doesn't set, white doesn't set, and then people down here start feeling that they're in danger, that's a really good position. That means that we just get stronger for free. So from our perspective, we really want to see black trading here. Doesn't though. Purple sees so much of us. It's kind of crazy how much purple sees of us. Everyone's hopping through the portal vision that's available right now. As to be expected, no one's taken the cards. Sorry, no one's taken the trades. No one's used their cards. Those are the words. So, with this, we have to not use our Joker. Don't use the Joker. The trade is worth the same because we're not playing fixed, which is why I like Prog so much more. Just feels more fun. Our card this turn is going to be blocking off this part of the 70 run just by moving this 10 down. This 7 is going to be on an opening portal, so this is also going to go up a little bit. Actually, it's going to go up a lot more. We have a guarantee set on 3 with our Joker. We could potentially look for this run. The kill is never going to be worth a set in turn if we use the set. But we could look to run, which is kind of going to involve this stack being open and not much else. And you know what? Screw everything. Why not? Block off this part. Maintain good position to get other stuff going when the portal's open for a potential set on 3 and run. So we're still missing, we think, 10 green troops. We'll do a recount after we see how big he was. He was at 30. He's now at 51, 52. So we didn't see everything of green there. We do, of course, have 69 troops right now. Unfortunately, we cannot do any of the dabbing to show this, since that would reveal to the board our amazing troop count. Giving away free information is just not worth it. Oh, didn't expect to say this, but I think we're going to wait. I'm interested to see what's on this portal and on this portal. We see all the other ones that are opening. But I'm very interested to see from this 27 what's going to come from elsewhere. We need another dude if we don't want to use our Joker. This 70 just constantly looks so difficult. My 69 troops. How could you? How could you, Horace? Big trades, by the way. Big trades happening right now. This is the 40 and the 45. Think back to what we've got so far this game. We've got the 4 and the 20. Right? Purple is going to be getting the 15 and the 45. Humongous trades. He has got 60 troops from trading cards this game. Plus the 20 he spawns with, plus the 6 from going last. Purple is humongous right now. This is why you have to look for the guys so close to you in turn order. Because purple is just not possible. We could have perfect lines and the set before him. No, we could get the 50 trade right now and we wouldn't be able to kill purple. Blue 12, white massive stack. Interesting. I wouldn't be shocked if the 70 is runnable by someone else right now. I think that's very plausible. What's also plausible is us adding everything down here, taking our card off this green one, exposing what's remaining, and moving back. We're going to not be a threat to green. We don't have the set without using the Joker. It's okay. So now we start getting the pressure from other players, mainly their troop counts, that now I don't think we can ourselves go to 5 cards anymore. I think purple kills us if we go to 5. I didn't think they did the turn before because they'd have been taking the 15 and the 20, and we had a very strong early game. Now, if they get the 15, the 45, and the 50, they can kill 69 troops, right? So I think we're forced to set on 4, even though it uses up our Joker. Silver lining is that green didn't set. But counter argument to that is that we definitely don't see all of him. We see 30 troops up here. And we see further 22 down here. So 52 total green troops. We're at 69. He has gotten the 6 and the 25 from trades. We have got the 4 and the 20. So he's got 7 more troops from trading. placing about 75 troops total. We see 52. There's another 20-ish of green somewhere. I don't think it'll be down here. There's very good chance that it's hiding in one of these two. It's far away from his other positions. There's a good chance as well that it's just hidden behind this purple 40 and we'll never find it. Right? Whoever's kill we go for, if it's behind this purple 40, it's just never possible. And the best thing for purple about this 40 is that he never needs to hit this. He never needs to hit this stack. No matter how... this could be 1 troop. This could be 10 troops behind him. He's never going to hit it. And that is the best play, always. Until the 70 should be attempted. There's the set on 3. I think this is just going to be the run here from purple. I don't think it's well enough guarded. That's going to clear these 3. 14 just to get these 3 territories. The 5s to get these 2. 3 to hit the 4. Let's see if we can get it. Good thing for us, it's the turn before we go. Unfortunately, the portals are closing. Clears out the interior position. There is potential for kills now, even though we did just get an 8 wiped. And a 4 wiped. But this 4 was going to die even if it was a 10, so I'm fine with that happening. All this stuff down here was getting wiped. Don't know why he's split there unless he's trying to get back across this way too. 45%. Going to be in the dark for a little bit until he finds us down here. He's going to need to get lucky to get through this. He's got 5 troops to hit 3. But it looks like it happened. Clearing backwards. Clears the 4 and the 2. Has this 5 to go the 1-1. But he's run out of time at 59%. We're clearly setting. Let's see if we can have a little go. I don't think this needs to be a big stack. I think this needs to be bigger. Let's try something like this. Unfortunate. I don't think we have this. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. Maybe we do. Massive oversplit there. I don't think we do. I think this would be wrong to carry this on. We are gonna just block up the board from green. Don't think it's possible for us there. Maybe it was. Maybe there was better pathing we could have done. But I think we just needed more vision that we didn't have. We did find another green stack where we thought it might be though. It's good to know. Our hunch was correct. I just think there's so much board that can be cleared right now. And I also think going for it at all was kind of wrong there. Oh wow, we actually held a bonus as well. Luckily, we didn't hold it at the end of our turn, otherwise that would have been very bad. I forgot to go into the centre. It just, everything costs so much. Which is why I went so much purple land, but now purple's super weak. Green can't get back to these 2, which could prove fatal. Kills white. Didn't see that happening. Now he can get those. Clears up the north with that's a bit more than he needs. Obviously, you can't see what's over here, but that's more than he needs, I think. But I think that there is the game. I think Christian Chips has done a very good job, and he will finish this up. There is enough territory up here that he will be able to clear the rest with the 22. Well done, well done indeed. Maybe it was there for us. I think we had to get a kill that we weren't looking for, mainly because I don't think Green got hit that much, whereas we did. We got hit quite a bit, having so many smaller positions. But I will see you guys in game 2, and hopefully we will be a bit better.